Wyoming is the ultimate playground for adventure seekers craving a less traveled path. With its endless wild spaces and rugged charm, this state is all about epic outdoor hunting adventures. Here, we thrive on exploring the wild, from hunting whitetail and mule deer to putting in work with some good old-fashioned mule training. Wyoming's wide open spaces and cowboy spirit set the perfect backdrop for unforgettable adventures. Get ready for a look into a 2-year journey living and hunting in the cowboy state, building memories in a place we're proud to call home. From the joy and purpose of training milestones with the mules to our sunrise treks on cold, snowy mornings and the gratitude found in hunting success. It's all about living our best life amidst the untamed beauty of Wyoming. With its lush fields and roaring river bottoms, Wyoming boasts little gems of habitat that offer the perfect environment for America's most iconic deer species. These hot spots are like the VIP club rolling out the red carpet, making sure the deer can't help but show up.
We just saw these deer, a buck and a couple does run into the timber here, down on the creek bottom. So we're going to go up on this hillside and see if we can get a vantage point and try to do some rattling again, see if that works like it worked yesterday.
I'm a bad wife. Yesterday I stayed home and went to the gym and played with baby mules. And my husband came hunting without me. But he had some success in here, found a good whitetail buck. And I felt so bad because he's been like an absolute champion for me all fall. And I didn't go hunting with him yesterday and he got a deer. And talk about like, I'm the worst wife in the world. And he let me hear all about it.
My wife didn't want to go hunt this morning. So I decided I'm just going to go myself. And look what I found.
Kind of, I feel like beating a dead horse, if you will, coming back in here where Yogi got his deer yesterday, but it's our best piece of ground that we know of, being, first year Wyoming residents. So we're gonna give it another shot and just see what happens. And you never know, these deer are moving all the time along this bottom because of the rut, and I could just get lucky. So, and if nothing else, I get to try to redeem myself for yesterday with my husband.
Finding whitetail deer habitat on public land can be a real challenge. Since Yogi managed to tag his buck here just yesterday, I'm crossing my fingers that a hot doe is nearby, drawing in more bucks to this small patch of public land. It's a long shot, but right now, it's my only shot.
He's coming up by that tree.
What's the range, Yogi?
He's at 200. He's coming.
Pursue the Wild is brought to you by Ruger and Marlin Firearms. This segment is brought to you by Night Force Optics. Rugged, reliable, repeatable. And On X Hunt. Know where you stand.
What's the range, Yogi?
He's at 200. He's coming. Hit him good. Good shot.
First Wyoming whitetail. The buck's just right down here. We watched him go down, so we're just gonna work off this hill and go get my deer. Buck was right here when I shot, so he should be in this bottom. It's pretty thick in here, so it might take me a minute to find him. What a beautiful buck. Nice Wyoming whitetail. It's my first whitetail here in Wyoming. Wyoming has been so good to us, and living here, we just absolutely love it. And being able to come on public land and hunt whitetail. This is my first public land whitetail hunt. I always go to the Midwest and hunt whitetail on farms, and to be able to do this in my home state and not too far from home is pretty awesome. I mean, it's every sports person's dream, is to be able to live in a place where they can also harvest. And I'm just so grateful for this deer and for the opportunities that this place, this great state, has provided us this year. And just finishing out hunting season with an absolutely perfect buck.
This just goes to show that even when something seems like a long shot, it's worth giving it a try. There's an unmatched thrill in notching this tag. This is now home, and I couldn't be more grateful. As the first light of dawn breaks over the horizon, I'm back in the field, chasing the promise of a new whitetail season and hoping this year's adventure will be as rewarding as last year.
There's a young buck right over here, just shy of 300 yards. Everything right now is unfortunately kind of coming into my downwind side. This young buck is just standing out here at 300 yards, just completely broadside. If he was a bigger deer, it'd be a different situation right now. I'd be getting set up with my rifle, but instead we're just kind of watching him.
Everywhere you look, there are signs that winter has claimed the stage, making it feel like I've got front row seats to the season's most spectacular performance. Sitting as a spectator in Mother Nature's grand show, the ground is blanketed in fresh snow, turning the world into a sparkling wonderland. As I pack up from an uneventful morning hunt, I remind myself that opportunity often requires patience. It's all part of the journey, and I know the reward is worth the wait.
We've been sitting here for a couple hours and intermittently rattling and grunting, and it's just been such a quiet morning. We literally have not seen one deer. So we're gonna pick up and head out. Wyoming has everything that a whitetail deer needs, not only to survive, but thrive, just like you'd find in the Midwest. And it's a real opportunity to hunt not only mule deer in the state, but also a whitetail. And that's one of the things that I love most about living here and being able to explore and enjoy places like this. So we've just been doing a lot of driving and looking at deer. Seen some really good deer, just young yet, and I'm gonna hunt this place next year with Brant again, and so kind of leaving these younger deer be. We did see one deer, really cool buck this morning. He's not a big deer, he's an 8, but he's really tall and narrow, kind of a unique buck. Definitely one I'd want to hunt. There's a doe running right there. There's a bunch of deer in this canyon. So let's get over here and just watch it a little bit. Over here. That's a good buck. That's a good 8.
Hey, whenever you're ready.
You want him?
Yes. Hit him. That was a good shot.
I just got my buck.
Good work.
Yeah. Yeah, that was exciting. I'm starting to shake now. He's kind of starting to run. I don't know if I'm shaking because I'm excited or I'm shaking because I'm laying in the snow. Maybe a little bit.
I think it's buck fever. Hang on, let me show you the leg. Show us the leg shiver.
My legs.
Oh boy, what's going on?
It's also, for my defense, it's also a little bit cold out here.
This is 100% buck fever.
There is so much joy in the journey itself, knowing that each step forward and every moment spent exploring the beauty around me has brought me closer to this moment. It's not just about the hunt itself, but the accumulation of early mornings, shared laughter, and the satisfaction of providing for the table. It's the blend of hard work, camaraderie, and the thrill of the chase that makes hunting one of life's greatest joys. Every aspect of this adventure makes this hunt a memorable experience and celebration of life in the purest form. Pursue the Wild is brought to you by Ruger and Marlin Firearms. This segment is brought to you by Safari Club International, first for hunters, Tinks, America's #1 buck lure, and Dead Downwind. Real science, real results. I shot my whitetail last night and I'm getting ready to feed the mules. So I'm gonna take the opportunity of having a fresh hide and head to do a little training with the baby mules. This will be the second time this year that I've practiced this with them, but it's just something that I can't repeat enough so that when my little yearlings are bigger and they're ready to go to work and actually pack in the backcountry. So I'm gonna get the head out and just lay the back skin over them. I don't have pack saddles today, unfortunately, but that's okay. We're gonna have a good day anyway. Hi, babies. Each of my mules is a true character with their own distinct quirks and preferences, just like people. Their unique likes and dislikes make their personalities shine in the most amusing ways. Watching them develop their individual traits and bringing their own spice to our adventures is a joy that adds so much personality and fun to every experience. So everybody gets vitamins.
and food every day.
Caring for them gives me a ton of joy and truly a sense of purpose. I absolutely love knowing that every adventure and experience they've had has been with me as their leader. It's incredibly fulfilling to think that I've guided them through each step, from their first training sessions to ultimately backcountry expeditions. Being part of their journey and watching them grow with me as their constant presence makes every moment even more special.
My goal with these yearlings is by the time they're 3 or 4 years old and I ask them to pack for real in the backcountry, that they're not afraid of anything. And we're doing this in a really safe, controlled environment. You can see I've got the other mules around me who are used to packing meat. They're all calm and eating, and this is just a great way to introduce these babies to something kind of scary and new like this, because this is a dead animal on their back and it's bloody. And I mean, I just shot this buck less than 24 hours ago, and you can see Miss Lila is taking it in stride. And okay, so baby number 2, this is Lynx. She is 1.5, and I'm gonna start with the back skin. This is the second time that she has had hide on her as well, but I'll start with this one because it's soft and let her look at it. This is pretty smelly because this is a rutting deer. She's a lot more reactive than baby Lila was. She's pretty nervous. Here we go. You're a good girl. That's a good girl.
My mules and I are in it for the long haul. I'm looking forward to 30 or more years of backcountry adventures and epic hunts that await us. That's why training them is so important to me. These practice pack sessions are all about keeping it fun and low pressure as my yearlings get acquainted to their future job of packing out deer and elk. It's about building a rock-solid bond of trust and respect that'll set us up for countless amazing adventures together. I cherish this time with them, and I am super grateful for the successful harvests that give me the chance to train and bond with these amazing animals.
Good training day for all 3 babies. They all had the whitetail back skin and the head on them. Lila, my little horse, did the best out of all of them, but the little mules did really well. They didn't freak out or really do anything bad. They were just a little bit nervous at first, which is to be expected. It's a really ready whitetail, and I'm really happy with them. It was a good day training.
I've got a mule deer buck at about 320 yards down in there. Just below me, let's see if he comes any closer. There he is. What a cool buck. Look at that. Triple crown. Little wavy point, big eye guards. I think this is an old buck. Look at the size of his body.
So we're out here. Yogi shot a deer this morning, and the baby mules have never packed meat. So I want to take advantage of this opportunity where Yogi just got a deer to put some deer from fresh deer meat on the babies. So we're having kindergarten. Dad's out here helping, which is nice because he lives in Casper and he's up here for the day. So it's good timing.
Good timing, yes. Had nice weather.
Okay. Sorry, missed the mark a little bit there. She'll pack it out right now.
There you go. She packed me.
Good girl. Perfect. She did better than both our 6-year-old rental mules. This is her second time technically, and her first time with weight, and her first time officially with me. This is perfect. She's been like a model student. I would not hesitate to walk her up and load a deer on her in the backcountry with how she's acting today.
Thank you for watching this episode of Pursue the Wild. Jump behind the scenes with us for our podcast, Wild and Uncut, or tune into our digital lifestyle show, Our Wild Life. You can stream everything on my website, pursuethewild.com, and be sure to follow me on social media at Kristy Titus.